Welcome back, friends and fam. You guys have sent a fascinating request this time. We're traveling into the beautiful world of extremophiles. Not just any extremophiles, we're talking about the acid lovers themselves, acidophiles. These incredible organisms thrive in conditions that make our stomachs turn inside out. Ouch! Literally, think battery acid, but even more extreme. Extremophiles in general are these amazing survivors. They can handle conditions that can completely wipe out us humans. It's mind blowing. Some scientists think extremophiles may be the closest thing to the very first life forms on Earth. Take a peek a billion years into the past when our planet was a completely different place. To really wrap our head around these acid-loving champions, we thought, why not chat with one directly? So joining us from the most acidic corner of the Earth, we have a very special guest. Welcome to the show. Not every day do we have an acidophile in the studio. All right, let's jump right in. What makes you so extreme? Paint us a picture of your own home sweet home.
Oh, well, imagine a place where the air itself has a bite to it, where the water can eat through metal. That's where I feel right at home. I thrive in environments with a pH so low, not to get dark on you, but it'll be instant death for you humans.
Yeah, I think my skin would melt right off.
It's like living in a pool with super concentrated lemon juice.
Wow, that's intense. But you're saying this is comfy for you?
Absolutely. I've been involved I've been evolving for millions of years to not just tolerate these conditions, I actually prefer them. It's what my entire being is built for.
That is wild. Now I'm curious, do all extremophiles crave these extreme environments? Or can some handle like milder conditions too? Something a little more human friendly?
It's actually more of a spectrum. Some of us, like myself, aren't truly specialized for these extreme conditions. We thrive while others won't last a second. But there are others who are more flexible. They might prefer milder conditions, but can tolerate extremes when they need to.
Ah, so some are all in the extreme lifestyle, while others are more like, I can handle a bit of space, but I prefer things mild.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it. It's all about adapting and finding your niche right.
Makes sense. Now this is where things get really fascinating for me. What exactly allows you to not just survive, but actually thrive in these incredibly acidic environments? What makes your biology so special?
It all boils down to some pretty unique adaptations, you see. Over millions of years, we have developed these incredible cellular tricks. These tricks allow us to withstand acidity levels that would destroy most other organisms. It's like having a whole arsenal of molecular tools.
Okay, I'm hooked. Give us some specifics. What kind of tools are we talking about?
Okay, so picture this. Cell membranes are incredibly robust, almost like a suit of armor, protecting our inner workings from that corrosive environment. They have evolved to be remarkably resistant to acid.
Like a molecular shield? So you got this tough outer layer, but what about the inside of the cell? Doesn't the acid still pose a threat there?
You're absolutely right. That's where our enzymes come in. They're like these specialized proteins that are totally unfazed by high acidity. They keep our cells running smoothly and make sure all the essential chemical reactions can happen, no matter how sour things get around us.
So even in an incredibly acidic environment, your cells can keep on chugging things along thanks to these specially adapted enzymes. Incredible, but I imagine there must be some wear and tear even with all these adaptations. How do you deal with that?
Great question. You see, constant exposure to acid does take a toll, even on us, but we have evolved these incredibly efficient repair mechanisms that are constantly fixing any damage that occurs. It's like having a team of little microscopic mechanisms that are working around the clock, patching up any leaks or cracks in our cellular structures.
So like constant cellular maintenance, we have covered that way, the way you're handling the challenges of living in a hyperacidic environment. But what I really want to get into is what your existence tells us about the bigger picture. What does an acidophile like you say about the possibility of life beyond Earth?
Ooh, now that's a question that gets me bubbling with excitement.
I can see why. It's one of the most fundamental questions in science.
We'll think about it like this: life on Earth isn't limited to those comfy conditions humans can enjoy. It exists in places like these, from boiling hot springs to the crushing depths of the ocean.
Right. It's like that constant reminder that life always finds a way, even when we least expect it.
Exactly. And so, if life can thrive in these extreme environments right here on Earth, who's to say it can't do so on other planets? Maybe what we think is extreme is normal somewhere else in the universe?
Well, thanks for joining me on this podcast. I hope you have a great rest of your day.
Absolutely. May the acidic life be with you.